Well, leading the news today, we have new details in a murder case police have worked 6 years to solve. 43-year-old Billy Jack Limbaugh Jr. is now behind bars in the Lubbock County Jail. Police say DNA samples link him to 3 separate crimes, including the murder of 29-year-old Monica Adams. Limbaugh is also charged with robbery, aggravated kidnapping, and aggravated sexual assault. In August of 2008, oil field workers found Miss Adams' body in a field off of North MLK and East Bradley Street. That is not far from the Lubbock International Airport. The medical examiner's office determined then that Adams died from blunt force trauma. In a news conference we streamed live for you yesterday on KCBD.com, Captain John Caspel told us that several agencies work together to preserve DNA evidence from that crime scene. Investigative reporter Shaley has obtained court documents which detail how this investigation led to Limbaugh's arrest and joins us now. Shaley?
Sharon, these documents reveal how police linked Billy Jack Limbaugh Jr. to an unsolved murder, an unsolved rape, and an unsolved aggravated kidnapping and robbery. Crimes committed against 3 different women. We're going to use these documents to give you a timeline of when and how these crimes occurred and how police were able to use forensic evidence to make an arrest. Now, we do want to warn you that some of this information may be disturbing to our viewers. In January of 2008, police responded to the 2700 block of Northeast Loop 289 for a report of a rape. When police arrived, they found a woman naked with a gash on her head. She told police a man had forced her to perform sexual acts, tied up her hands, beat her with a belt, forced himself on her, smashed a beer bottle over her head, and threatened her life. The woman escaped and called 911. Investigators were able to collect DNA evidence from the scene of the crime. 8 months later, in August of 2008, police responded to a dead body found in a field off of North MLK Boulevard and East Bradley Street. Oil rig workers had found a woman face down in the mud next to the rig. She was later identified as 29-year-old Monica Adams. She had been missing for about 5 days. The Lubbock County Medical Examiner's Office determined her cause of death was blunt force trauma. Investigators found beer cans, cigarette butts, clothing, and hair that had been forcibly removed from Adams' body at the crime scene. They were able to get DNA samples from those items, but were unable to identify a suspect. However, that evidence was preserved. Almost 6 years later, in May of this year, police were called to the 4200 block of Idalou Road in reference to a robbery. When they arrived, they found a woman crying, complaining of injuries from being punched. The woman said she had been tossed out of a man's car. She said it all started when a man saw her walking near the 2500 block of Parkway Drive and offered her a ride. She told police after she got in the car, the man offered her $10 in exchange for sexual acts. The woman said she refused and started beating on the car window and screaming for help. That's when she says the man began hitting her, grabbed her purse, and threw her out of the car. The woman was able to identify Billy Jack Limbaugh Jr. from a photo spread. DNA evidence collected during this investigation showed Limbaugh was the source of the DNA in all 3 cases. Last night, officials executed a search warrant at Limbaugh Jr.'s home. We watched as they took out boxes, a mattress, and envelopes from his residence. Now, police have not linked Limbaugh Jr. to any other unsolved homicides, but ongoing investigations are underway. Sharon?
All right, Shaley, thank you so much.